At the time of this recording, there are 2 active Amber Alerts in the United States. The first is for Elijah View, who's a missing 3-year-old boy out of Two Rivers, Wisconsin. And I recently did a tarot reading for Elijah View, and I'll be sure to link that one for you guys in case you haven't seen that one yet and are interested. The second active Amber Alert in the United States is for Sebastian Rogers. So Sebastian Rogers is an autistic 15-year-old boy who went missing overnight on February 25th, 2024. So it turns out that his mother last saw him when he went to bed. And the next morning when she woke up and went into his room to wake him up, he wasn't there. So Sebastian Rogers was last seen wearing a black sweatshirt, black sweatpants, and his mother believes that he could have left the home barefoot because she claims that all of his shoes are accounted for at the time of his disappearance. All right, so Sebastian's home and his property has been searched, and a pond on the property was even drained to make sure he wasn't in there. And so today I'm going to do a tarot reading to channel the energy of Sebastian Rogers. I want to find out what's going on and what happened to him. We do not know if he's alive or not at this point, but he has been missing now for over a month. So I'm going to light this candle in honor of the energy of Sebastian Rogers. And while this candle is lit, I'm going to be the channel for the energy to come through and let us know what really happened. All right. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Thank you also to the Most High for helping to channel the energy of Sebastian Rogers. He is suspected to be alive, hopefully. Okay. Now, before I shuffle the cards, I also want to mention that I kept thinking mountains. I kept thinking about mountains. So I went to Google and asked, where is Hendersonville, Tennessee in relation to mountains? And it said that it's located in Sumner County, only 18 miles north of Nashville. And Hendersonville is a popular Middle Tennessee destination. The city sits atop a high plateau in the Cumberland Mountains. So obviously there's going to be a lot of, dangerous terrain probably around the area of Hendersonville, being in the mountains, I would assume. So let's just go ahead and start. So I'm going to shuffle the Rider-Waite deck to begin. I just want to pick up on the energy of what transpired. I want Sebastian's energy when he disappeared. The energy of Sebastian Rogers. We got the 7 of Swords. This is like that energy of sneakiness, right? Someone trying to get away with something. And we have the Strength card and the King of Swords reversed. Okay. Right off the bat, I feel like Sebastian was sneaking out possibly that night when he left his home on February 25th. Because I was asking for the energy of Sebastian himself. And then we get the Strength card. along with the King of Swords reversed, because it's like he felt like he had the strength to be able to do this on his own, even if it wasn't a very mature or good idea, right? Okay, I want to get clarity. I'm going to shuffle the Deviant Moon deck now for a few cards for clarity on that. The energy of Sebastian Rogers at the time of his disappearance. Page of Pentacles reversed. Judgment. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so all these cards came out reversed. The Judgment and the Nine of Pentacles were the two other ones, along with the Page of Pentacles. The energy I'm getting here is just that it was very immature energy, like wanting to... It was poor judgment with the Judgment reverse card, you know? And the Page is always like more immature. Now, I also see that there's some sort of... There might have been some sort of argument or fight. And it could be that it was almost like wanting to show someone that they are mature in some way, but it didn't, you know, he is not. All right, now we're going to go into this other deck. Sebastian Rogers, what happened to Sebastian We got the riots protest card. Again, I feel like similar to what I was just saying, there could have been some kind of like argument. Then we also got the bloodline and dismemberment. I feel like it was just an argument with someone in the family that was, yeah. We got intuition in wooded area. Let's see what these were. Okay. We got the deck card. Down the rabbit hole and white collar crime. I wonder if there was some kind of money issue going on. That could have been a fight within the family or something. Because it got down the rabbit hole. Like it would be a whole rabbit hole maybe to figure that out. And then we also got solved. So maybe in a way it's like follow the money. It was strange. As I was gazing at the Seven of Swords with the Strength card and the King of Swords reversed, the first three cards, I also got this energy that Sebastian was trying to get away with things a lot, maybe. And that caused some friction as well. We also got the flight risk as the last card in that little bundle. And it's kind of strange, honestly, you guys. The flight risk card came up because the mother, who was the last one to see Sebastian Rogers, actually left the area of their home while the search is still taking place for her son. But she claims that she had left to go be with her husband, which is Sebastian Rogers' stepson. He happens to be a construction worker who is working out of town, about 3 hours away, I think, from where the mother and Sebastian were at the time of his disappearance. So that's funny that we got flight risk, and the mother actually did leave the area. Whoa. That might have been too many, y'all. Yeah, that was too many. All right, let's start over. Sometimes that means get another deck. Let's try this one. All right. The staged card just came out as well. Debt, white collar crime, down the rabbit hole, solved. We got riots, protests, bloodline and dismemberment. We got staged and flight risk. We also got intuition and wooded area. That's what we have so far. You know what? We also got the 9 of Pentacles. And I'm sorry, but the 9 of Pentacles always has, like, I'm always drawn to the fact that there's, like, this little angel baby kind of chained to her. Seems to always represent some kind of mother figure. The Page of Pentacles reversed and the Judgment card reversed. With that card reversed, I do feel like Sebastian felt like he was treated even more young than he was treated poorly, because maybe his parents thought that he had, like, bad judgment. We got the Caregiver card. We need some other card to clarify that. That was too many. Meeting. I need another clarity card. I just spilled everywhere. The caregivers must have had a meeting about something. I think I dropped too many for that to be a message. Let's get a different deck out. What are these over here for? There were just 3 cards sitting over there face down, but there were these 3. I'm going to put them back in the deck. We had Hidden with Keys, Crime of Passion, and Law Enforcement. So let's just go ahead and put those back. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these decks and try to get, you know, maybe a couple more cards before we close this reading out. I felt like getting the flight risk and the staged card was very strange. That was like a curveball. And same with the caregiver and meeting. I still need to get clarity on what kind of meeting, I guess you could say. Cult. DNA. No. I gotta shuffle these. There are so many cards here. As you can see, this is a huge deck of cards. Very large. Okay, so let's just... Big Pharma. Okay. The meeting with the caregiver was about maybe like, you know, some kind of medications or something like that. Interesting. I wonder if he takes something to sleep, to help him sleep. We got PSYOP, Control, and 5G. The 5G card I also see as a card of like control, having like a level of control over the environment. And then the actual control card is like control over the people, the person. And the PSYOP is like basically control over the narrative, right? Political warfare. Control over the narrative, control over the environment, and control over the person. It's interesting. I don't know. I want to know really, like, how are we going to find him? So basically, if you are in the area of Hendersonville, Tennessee, and you have land, it would be smart to search your land regularly to make sure he's not there. This is going a different way than I thought it would. Motel, hotel, hotel, motel. Oops, that's too many. Let's start over here. This is definitely going a different way than I thought it would. I wonder if they've sent like cadaver dogs all over the place. This is weird. We got the ritual and the military card. I don't know if there is a connection to the military somehow. Like in the family. But I also see this as another form of mind control. The military along with the ritual card. You know, it's like experimenting with people's brains, like with how they think, how they act. Yeah, we got the government and the manipulation card. So that's just confirmation for everything I'm saying. I feel like there's definitely a level of mind control that took place with Sebastian. I do feel like he's probably somewhere in like the wooded areas in the mountains. The place that would be really difficult to like pinpoint. I strangely feel like this has something to do with like, you know, maybe like someone gave some kind of medication or something for mind control purposes. Yeah. I don't know how much I'm connecting with this reading because it's like so different than what I thought it was going to be, if that makes sense. But sometimes when I feel like I don't connect to it, it's just because it's surprising me in its accuracy, and the story is stranger. You know, the truth is stranger than fiction. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, with our first card being the Seven of Swords, there's definitely some kind of like manipulation of the thinking taking place. Some kind of sneakiness. And my initial thought was, when I first heard about Sebastian Rogers, my initial thought was it's possible that, you know, he just left on his own and got lost in the mountains or the woods. But I do feel like, you know, I feel like his condition, the autism, and possible medications had something to do with this too, strangely. I didn't know that would come out. Maybe that's the reason he left or something. He was having a bad time. But we got like the riot and protest. We also got that energy that I was talking about where it's like some kind of disagreement maybe took place, something like that. All right, so I think for now I'm going to close myself as a channel and I'm going to close myself as a channel for Sebastian Rogers, and we are going to send prayers that Sebastian Rogers will be found. So if you're still here, take a moment now and say a prayer for Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. Pray that Sebastian Rogers is found, and hopefully soon, so that we can finally return him to his parents or have closure. All right. So thank you, Sebastian.